regret every single one of my tattoos.
I hate my tattoos, and let me tell you why. So I've never, ever seen anyone.
Why the did I get tattoos?
You will probably regret some of them, if not many of them, if not all of them, because I do.
I actually kind of regret getting tattoos.
This moon right here.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're checking out Alpha Central's video titled Modern Women Regretting Their Tattoos After Hitting the Wall. This is one funny episode and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. Let's get right into it.
Why the did I get tattoos? I wish I could just go back in time and been getting this one removed for damn near a year. Where's the progress? Sure, it's faded a little bit, but I need it off my body. My friend convinced me. We got matching tattoos and she convinced me to get it this big. I wanted it smaller. Why am I such a pushover? I don't even talk to her anymore. And don't get me started on my back tattoo. Got the first one when I was 17, covered that up with a huge snake at 19. Why? Why did I do that? Now I'm getting this removed and it's so painful and I just want to people go, oh my gosh, I didn't know you have tattoos. Yes, because I cover it, because I wear a jacket 24/7, because they're ugly, because I don't feel like myself. I don't feel feminine. I don't feel comfortable in my own body. I'm turning 24 and I want it off of me by the time I turn 25, but I know that's not gonna happen. So really think your tattoos through. Maybe don't get it as big as I did or as young as I did, because like I said,
the only thing worse than getting a tattoo is getting a matching tattoo with a friend that you don't even talk to anymore. That's just diabolical.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll turn around, hold on. I'll do a little spin, a little leg spin. 6. What the heck, man?
I don't like tattoos.
Oh my god, it's always the tattoos. Tattoos are cool, man. What would I have to be like a 10 though?
No tattoos.
Okay.
Hair out, not braided. Different outfit.
Those can be changed.
You are what you present yourself as on a singular night out.
So you guys all just saw her. What would you rate her? Please let me know down below.
you're red flagging a girl.
Tattoos.
Really? Why?
If I see a tattoo on her, it's over.
Really? Why is that?
Because girls that get tattoos are usually more promiscuous.
And is that like a red flag for you?
Instantly.
Okay, interesting.
Because if I was to take her seriously,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a promiscuous girl seriously.
Spot on. The more tattoos, the more promiscuous she is, the more men she's been with, and so on and so on.
You know how we always make the joke of like old people being like, oh, you know those tattoos are permanent, don't you? Yeah, of course I know it's permanent. But now I'm sitting here looking at tattoos that I've had since I was 18 and I'm like, oh, that took me forever. And I liked that when I was 18. This moon right here, it makes me, no, I'm gagging.
You know it's a red flag when she started getting tattoos at 18. That's just bad.
What's your name?
Ramon.
And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
So I am now going to hand you a pic.
Damn.
Sativa, and I'm 29.
So Sativa, why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
He's handsome, and I was just kind of waiting to hear more.
So why do we end up popping hers?
I bet I could guess, but go ahead.
What would you say?
Probably all the stuff on my face.
The tattoos.
Yeah.
I like
piercings.
tattoos. I got some too, but you got some in some areas that I'm not sure my mom would kind of approve. She kind of be like,
And I actually have like other things too.
Other things like what?
Could you imagine taking her to a family Thanksgiving and she does that at the dinner table? People would go crazy.
Excuse me? Why aren't you helping me? I'm asking you for help. Crazy.
I'm really intrigued to see people's reactions without my tattoos. Super weird. It looks so strange. I kind of feel like I've lost a little bit of confidence. I think that my tattoos make me feel like...
Got changed with tenor by any chance?
I don't, I'm afraid.
Oh, thank you anyway.
What heavy is a tenor?
Oh, bless you. Excuse me, do you know the way to Selfridges?
The other end of Oxford Street.
Down right by Oxford Street.
Go down there and turn right. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Near Marble Arch.
Thank you. Without the tattoos, they didn't seem as like intimidated or threatened by me, and they were more than happy to help. Straight down there.
And you'll get to, there's those like restaurant standards like that,
Brilliant.
turn right.
I set myself up for the negativity already. I know how I can be treated by people. So I think that maybe I had a bit of a barrier up.
I don't think anybody was intimidated by her tattoos. They just didn't want to talk to a woman who has tattoos on her face.
What's the most attractive trait that a girl can have?
눈웃음, 스마일, 웃음.
And what is the least attractive?
너무 키 큰 여자.
Okay, not tall girls. What is your biggest ick in a girl? 완전 싫어요. 여자 이런 거 있으면 너무 싫어요.
아, 타투이스트.
타투이스트?
타투.
안녕히 계세요. Why you don't like tattoos?
보수적이어서.
What about one tattoo?
No.
You don't like it? You don't like it? My tattoos.
Little.
Okay, thank you so much.
Can you blame the brother for not wanting a woman with tattoos? I don't think most conservative men don't.
Listen and we don't judge. I want to remove like 75% of my tattoos. Wow, I needed to get that off my chest. Guys, my mom was right. Don't get a bunch of tattoos before your frontal lobe is formed. Like, your girl turns 25 later this month. I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 months ago, I felt my brain just, whoop, she was formed. So many things in my life, I was like, what was I thinking? I just fully realized that every single one of these tattoos was an impulsive decision. It was probably because I had unmedicated ADHD and I was just searching for a little quick dopamine boost. It's $4,000 for unlimited tattoo removal sessions. Like, you go in as many times as you want for $4,000 and they'll delete your arm. Have I been looking into that? Yeah. It's been like 6 months of thinking about this, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna start immediately, but if this arm starts fading in the next year or two, you know why. Why none of you tell me how bad it was? You just let me keep doing it. I blame you. This is your fault.
Do you guys remember back in school when you're bored and you just were drawing, doodling? That's what her arm looks like.
When it comes to tattoos and piercings, all this stuff, like, it's, for most men, it's going to be either neutral, but that's the best it's ever going to be. Like, when you get all tatted up, piercings, it's either going to be a neutral and you're doing that for yourself because you like it, or it's going to be a negative for men. It's either a neutral or a negative. But all your tattoos, all your piercings, it's almost never going to be a positive.
For me,
now there's some dudes who have like tattoos, but it's a guy's never going to be like, I didn't want her. Now that she's all blasted in tattoos and has a septum piercing, now I want to bang her. No.
I think that a guy that has tattoos would be more like obviously accepting of a girl that has them. You know what I mean? And if that's like the type of person that you want to attract, like...
Here's what I agree with.
Okay.
A guy who has tattoos is probably more accepting, that's the word you use, accepting of a woman who has tattoos. Right. Whether or not it makes her more attractive,
oh no,
I don't think that's the case. No. Even for men who have tattoos, I think it's a neutral or it's a negative.
Spot on. Most men, especially conservative men, do not want their woman covered up in tattoos. It just looks bad.
When a man won't date you because you have tattoos. Peace out.
You gotta love when a woman in her 40s is complaining about men. Lady, you could put tattoos all over your body and it would not make a difference. Nobody's gonna date you.
I do regret some of my tattoos. For example, the 444. When I got this tattoo, I just thought angel numbers meant you were closer to God. I didn't research this, I didn't read it in the Bible, and I just liked how this looked on my arm. That's why I got it. I have a Gemini tattoo behind my ear. I used to be a Gemini thumper, like I'm Gemini down. I took pride in being a Gemini. I made videos about being a Gemini. I have a tattoo on my spine of the 7 chakras. I'm not Buddhist. I don't know anything about Buddhism. I just like some of their principles. So I put it on my spine. Ah! Yikes.
And that's the issue with a lot of tattoos. They're just fads for 1 year, 2 years tops. And then guess what? They look lame afterwards.
The first time in my life, I actually kind of regret getting tattoos. And I don't have anything crazy. I have like a bunch of small ones. I have a bigger one on my ribs. But I always hated the saying, would you put a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini? And I always said, well, if I didn't think bumper stickers were heinous, I probably would. And now I'm like, I have a whole different perspective. Because I'm like, why would I mark up this body that God has given me? Like, this body is not even my own. It belongs to the Lord. It belongs to Him. Like, who am I to put these markings all over my body? And that's just been like a recent conviction of mine for a while now. I said I would never get more tattoos, but now not only would I not get tattoos, I literally want to have a pencil eraser and erase every tattoo on my body.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot more than just a pencil eraser to get rid of those tattoos, but at least now she's thinking correctly.
In a shop the other day, and a guy turns around and says, "Oh, women with tattoos are absolutely disgusting," while looking at me. So I went and done something else just to make him hate me even more.
I don't know what's worse, her tattoos, her nose piercing, or her attitude.
I hate my tattoos, and let me tell you why. So I've never ever seen anyone talk about this openly on the internet. I personally regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. I started getting them at 18, and since I was maybe 10 years old, I was going through some identity crisis, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, and for me that was my way to do that. And I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You're not going to find many heavily tattooed people admit that. Whenever somebody asks me about a tattoo, should I get a hand tattoo? No, please don't get it, or at least wait a long time until you're 100% certain that you want it. And everyone is always shocked that I say that, and I wish I had somebody when I was younger to tell me that. I have 2 boys, and they know I don't want them to get tattoos. It's been a few years now, but I started getting a few small tattoos removed, and it's painful. If I had the opportunity and the money, I would completely remove every single tattoo on my body.
The craziest part about her whole little TED talk is that she said because she wanted to feel loved. Nobody puts a tattoo on their body to feel loved. That is so weird.
I will be the first one to say, actually, I'm not the first. I don't know if anybody's ever said this, but they probably have. I'm jealous of the girls with no tattoos. I'm jealous of you. I want to know who spoke to you before you turned 18. I want to know where your head was at when you turn 18. Like, were you not like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go get tattoos and piercings now? Like, what was the thought process? Because I obviously did not have that one. And I literally, y'all, looking at my tattoos sometimes, specifically my left arm that has the dragon and this tattoo, makes my skin crawl. Is that normal? Like, I know that I've talked before about my tattoo regret on here, but truly, like, oh my gosh, I hate my tattoos. Like, I literally, when I see girls who are a blank canvas, I get so jealous. Like, genuinely, I need to calm down.
Not to be a jerk, but from what I've gathered, she probably did not have a father figure growing up.
Things I wish I knew in my early 20s about getting tattooed. You will probably regret some of them, if not many of them, if not all of them, because I do. I honestly see these tattoos as things that spoil my looks, spoil my beauty, and just get in the way of who I am. So 5 years ago, when I was getting tattooed, I wanted to be part of something different. I wanted to be part of a tattooed society, an alternative group of people, but now I just want to be normal. I can't go anywhere showing my skin without people making assumptions about the type of person I am because of my tattoos. I'm not saying tattoos are bad, and I would never judge anyone for having them, but personally, I regret a lot of them. I got them super quick, and my idea was to be tattooed all over my body, and boy, did that change when I got to my later 20s. I know you're sick of hearing this. People always tell you you'll regret them when you're older, and many people don't, but I guess I'm one of the people who does regret them.
So my question to you guys is, when you see somebody walking around with a whole bunch of tattoos, do you guys judge them? I'm curious, and be honest. Let me know down below. Do you guys judge when you see people covered up in tattoos?
Brett, every single one of my tattoos, all of them. When I got them, I was like, oh, this isn't something that I'm ever gonna want off me. This is like a chapter in my life. This is something that I went through. It's a memory, so it's just gonna be there. Tattoos are something that will make you feel uncomfortable and awkward as hell in situations that you never thought you were gonna give a about, but really you do, because appearance does help people gauge what kind of person you are, what kind of lifestyle you live, and if they want to be associated with you or not. It can hinder you in job situations. It can hinder you in business dealings. It can hinder you in your child having friends with other people and their families because they're going to look at you and think whatever. And you can always say, oh yeah, like I don't care what people think. It's not about them. It's about me. Young people, trust me when I tell you this. You will almost certainly regret all of your tattoos, especially when you become a parent. I promise you're going to regret them. Unless you are in the lifestyle of like tattoo artistry. When you're 40, you're going to regret it. And when you're 80, it's going to look like a blob on you. These things are an embarrassment. I'm ashamed. And I wish to hell I could get them off. You couldn't have told me when I was 23 3 years old. You couldn't have told me I wasn't going to love the tattoos for the rest of my life. Now I'm stuck with my birthday on my arm and a diamond next to it because I didn't know what to get, but I wanted something on my arm, and now it's just ridiculous.
So far, it's the same theme. People get tattoos when they're young and they hate it when they're old. And it's one of those I told you so moments.
What would you do if your partner said they didn't want you getting any more tattoos? For context, my boyfriend and I have been together for about 5 months, and I very clearly have quite a few tattoos. And we were having a conversation yesterday. I sent him a picture of this girl that had 2 arm sleeves, and I said that I thought it looked really good. And his response was, if you think this looks good, then we need to reconsider what we're doing here. He then went on to say it gets to a point where it's too many. And he has voiced this opinion before in the past, saying, I think, too many tattoos is unattractive. I think what you have is fine, which I've always said I don't want my whole body covered in tattoos, but I've always considered doing my other arm, at least finishing my one arm. And he's known this since we started talking. He's known that I've wanted to get more tattoos, at least on my one arm, and fill in what I have. And I think it really got under my skin this time because I was thinking, like, what is that fine line? Like, what happens if I go to the tattoo shop and I get one more tattoo and I come home and he's just like, yeah, actually, that one right there was the fine line for me. And that's my threshold of what's too many. And I'm all for respect. If my partner doesn't like something, I'm not going to do it, and vice versa. If there's something I don't like, he's not going to do it. But at the same time, I feel like this is different because when I met him, he knew I liked tattoos. And I think it's kind of weird to say, okay, well, what you have is fine, but if you decide to get a lot more, I'm actually all set. But can't define what too many is.
You know what? I actually blame her boyfriend for dating a woman with so many tattoos. You knew what you were getting yourself into, and now you're complaining about it. Brother, you made this decision.
Somebody who's not honest. I like a person who's honest and can keep it real about everything. There's no need to lie.
I broke the heart because I don't really want to mess with Jesse's girl. And so you got, Jesse is plastered on
I made a mistake on that.
Zoom in on that. Show that.
I would never do that again.
I can't.
I'm not with that no more.
I would never know that because every time I'm in front of you,
I gotta cover it up.
Yeah, you gotta do something because I see everything but everything and Jesse. I don't want to see Jesse. I just want to see everything.
Ain't nowhere around. Don't worry about Jesse.
Okay.
I don't know what's worse, that she's barely wearing anything or that she has a tattoo marking herself for another man. Jesse's girl is crazy.
Do a tour of all the tattoos that I hate and that I regret getting.
Oh,
so,
great.
Here we go. So I hate all of them. Got this done when I was 18, 19. This one I got off Google Images. It had mom on the inside when I showed it to the fella, and I just said leave that out. But everybody always asks me if I had a name in there and if I got it lasered off. And I didn't. Butterfly, self-explanatory. Everybody has it. Very basic. This then, I don't know. I can remember going in and being like, I just want flowers on this side of my arm. Like just this side. I don't know. I regret them all. I hate them all. I should have listened to my mother. And I want to get them lasered off. And it's going to be sore and it's going to be expensive. So if your brain isn't developed yet, think about getting a tattoo.
Can you imagine once she told her mom, like, hey, I regret getting my tattoos? You know how satisfying of a I told you so moment that must have been? And that is it for today, fam. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Alpha Central's video titled Modern Women Regretting Their Tattoos After Hitting the Wall. This was absolutely funny. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did making it. Thank you once again. Have a great day.